We have some guests in the studio this morning. I'm anxious to talk to them because I spent some time the last few days with them at the Rose of Tralee event. It was wonderful, well done, well produced as always. And the man behind the whole thing is a fellow named Mike Killeen, who is president of City Council in Westlake, Ohio. But he also serves the most important job of all as executive director of Westlake World Partners, which is the producer and actually the creator of the Ohio Rose of Tralee. Mike, welcome back to the program.
Thank you, Jerry, and thanks for coming last night. I hope you had a good time.
I did. I really enjoyed it. I got lots of pictures, and the wife is asking me, she says, "What do all these young girls see in you that get your picture taken with them?" She says, "I can't see it."
I understand.
You would, of course. And you were complaining about the picture I took of you.
Well, as again, we both have a face for radio.
Wait a minute,
Good.
Mike. Come on. All right. Anyway, Mike, I really do want to publicly thank you for organizing, creating this thing, this event called the Ohio Rose of Tralee. You've done an incredible job. It gets better every year. It really does.
Well, you know, it wouldn't happen without a lot of other people. The two most prominent, obviously, Denise McConville and Ashley Speaker. And basically, they work all year round talking to people who are interested in applying. They're going to help out our 2018 Rose, get ready for Ireland. And so they work very, very hard. And we got a number of other people pitching,
So
including all our former Roses.
What you're telling Aaron is, look out, you're going to be volunteering for this for the rest of your life, Aaron.
Right.
You're never getting away.
You inherited a heritage. It's your responsibility to keep building it.
Mike, you have made the journey to Tralee, but I'd like to go back to the beginning, how it all got started. I know you've told the story before. We may have some new listeners that want to hear how you came up with the idea of doing this.
Well, we decided in Westlake to join the Sister City International Program, and they gave us a list of cities. And one of them on there happened to be Tralee. Well, seeing as how the mayor and 5 members of council are Irish, that was the line we stopped at. And so when the mayor went over to Tralee, they said, you know, it happened to be during the festival. And they said, "Gee, we're great that you're a twin, and this is great." And the mayor said, "Well, does Ohio get involved?" Well, we used to be very heavily involved, and it's kind of not been quite as intense lately. And so when the mayor came back, we talked, and we said, you know, if we want to have a sister city relationship, this is very logical. It helps create, it transfers the cultures back and forth, which is the function of the Sister City program, educational, civic, and charitable transfers between that population. So then the first year, as I said, we met on February 1st, and we had to have a Rose named by April 30th, and we call that the year of no. I had no money, no candidates, and no idea what we were doing. Somehow we survived, and our MC last night, Bridget Linton, who just did a superior job, was our very first Rose. And I'm saying, well, that's not too hard. It gets harder every year, but we got more and more working. It's a great program. The payback on it is seeing these young ladies enjoy themselves, grow, make new friends, and inherit the tradition.
Well, if you weren't there last night, I would recommend that you get a copy of the program book. And I think as you read the resumes of these young women, I don't think America has any problem with the future, with the incredible talent of all these young ladies.
I'm glad I went in class with them because they drew in the curve.
Did she
We
get
did.
Kelly Kaspar?
Yes, one of our.
Aaron didn't say a thing about us.
No, that's okay. Well, this is really the first time I'm getting to meet Aaron. I've heard your name for several years because of your amazing
We're only
grandparents.
joking, Aaron.
Your family.
We do this all the time, and
Right.
I talk over her all the time.
Yes, he does. But I am very proud of Kelly Kaczmar and all the other young ladies because I will tell you, those are 9 outstanding young women. And yes, the young woman who's doing ocular tissue research, gosh, I just wish her greatest things. I'm so glad to have met these young ladies yesterday. And Bridget Linton did a fantastic job as MC. And our Rose of 2017, Megan Adams, that I told Erin she'll have to get close with. Again, I can't. Megan was an amazing woman anyway, but what I've seen, her growth and now her outreach and coming home, you know, she drives home from Chicago for these events, and so that is just something she cares. I mean, Mike Killeen, the sisterhood and the partnership that they have to Denise and to this program is really something that's outstanding.
How about Rebecca Campbell, Pat Campbell, and Sharon Preston? And Sharon, we're going to talk
Sharon
to in a
we'll
minute.
talk to,
They were
yes.
the judges. That was the toughest job. Even Mike Killeen wouldn't tackle that.
No, it's again. there-
I may be
He
dumb,
was-
but I'm not stupid.
He was hiding in the back room.
I mean, it's the first time meeting Sharon, and we'll hear from her and her expertise and experience. But when I got a chance to talk to
Woman on the show that give Mayo a drubbing once in a while in the football, but we'll forgive you for that. Well, I think we reconciled with the Kerry people because in Mayo we hired a Kerry coach for a while. Well, I'm all the way from Kerry, and he's done well for us.
Glad to hear.
He got us almost to the finish line.
Well, I think when was it Mayo was playing Dublin? Was
Dublin.
it? Okay.
We had the Kerry people. with us.
Every Kerry person was wearing a Mayo shirt. There was
sure.
no way they'd cheer for Dublin.
I know.
So we were all behind
I-
Mayo until
I-
we're playing you guys.
I know. But this CD, by the way, I want to thank you, Mike, and all of you for the wonderful job you've done again this year, as you always do. And success of the Ohio Rose Tralee is largely due to the work that you guys put in every year. Doesn't happen by itself, I know
There's a
that.
lot of people that make huge commitment, and people, we get more and more help each year. They make a huge commitment, and it is, we're getting into a rhythm and a routine where we all kind of know the piece to do, and it hopefully gets better and better. So
Yeah.
we're very grateful for everybody that participates.
I want to thank you also for speaking to my two little granddaughters.
Oh, they
And
were
they said after
delightful.
they walked away, they says, "What a nice, pretty lady." And you were so nice to them. You really want to encourage
Well,
them.
they have great ideas,
No,
Mike.
11,
They
11,
want
12-year-olds.
to have like a rosebud program or something. A
Cece
junior
thought that
rose.
up on,
Yes.
on her own. She didn't know you already had it. But she came up with that. She says, hey, they should have something for us younger people.
And she said she'd be delighted to tell us her ideas
Yes.
on how we could create something like that. So we'd love to hear from them.
Yeah, but again, that's working on the project, on the ongoing work that goes on. Well, why did they record this CD? It's called It's Time.
So is it one of the
So the escort of the year, actually.
Wasn't there supposed to be an escort coming in this year?
Fortunately, his new job, they scheduled something, and seeing
Oh.
he's only been there 3 weeks, he thought he should go.
If
Yeah,
he was
but-
working for Mike Kellini, better not go.
Oh, I will get him here one of these years. I mean, he's just,
Yeah.
he's almost like the Irish leprechaun. His job is to stand in the middle of the floor and get everyone going. He's just fun.
Is he an escort?
He was
Yeah.
he was Megan's escort.
Oh, okay. Was he as tall as her?
No,
No, okay. Not too many are.
no. Yeah, no, but so what they have over there is they also have an escort of the year, which they pick one of the 64 escorts, and they name him escort of the year. What happened was that gentleman, his cousin had cancer, and he and Maggie talked about it. They decided to record this CD and help raise money for childhood cancer, and they're joined on this CD by all the other roses and all the other escorts. So
nice.
this is truly an example of how the Rose of Tralee program wants to help others.
Should we play this?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay,
It's a
let's play
lovely-
it. It's called
they-
It's Time. And it was recorded, I'm sure, in Tralee, County Kerry.
It was recorded in Ireland. They put it together over a period of time. It's all roses and escorts themselves. And
Yeah.
they premiered it in Tralee last August.
Her name is Sharon Preston, and she comes from a great spot in Ireland, the best spot other than County Mayo, County Laois.
Oh, such a great spot, Jerry.
Sharon, first of all, welcome to the program. First time in
First time in Ohio.
Ohio.
Yeah, really enjoying it, but I've never experienced so many seasons in 48
Yeah,
hours.
I know, isn't it
I've
something?
gone from boots to glasses to flip-flops to cardigans. It's
It's hard to
fascinating.
believe, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a great 48 hours.
Oh yeah, well we're going to bring it back again, we hope. Your work with the Rose of Tralee,
Yeah.
the headquarters is what?
For 7 years, I ran the Laois Centre. So
The
exactly
Laois, County Laois.
in County Laois, yeah. So it's exactly what Mike and Denise and Ashley do here. So I ran it in Laois, and then, as you well know, Ohio and along with all the Americans and the Irish sent roses over for the regional finals, which was hosted in Laois as well. So I worked with the team on that, and then the last few years I've been judging in Ireland. So it's been great, and I'm so happy to be over here. The standard and the work that the Ohio Centre do is phenomenal.
They do, and they do it in style and class.
It's an elegant, elegant show, and I can only bring back good.
Isn't the Marines a nice touch?
The Marines, I have to say, I found it quite emotional because I suppose from an Irish perspective, when I come here on holidays, I don't get to see the Marines. You know, you don't really. And when the national anthem came on last night and they turned and faced the flag, it was quite emotional and it was really something special. And as well as that, I found it really warming that the Irish national anthem was played and we got to sing Our Naveen on stage as well.
You did a good job.
Oh, yeah.
You did well.
A bit rusty.
Somebody said to me, no, Regina was sitting beside me and she says, chime in there, Mr. Coyne. I said, no, you know, I don't want to put everybody out of tune.
Yeah, it's a top class show and the centre have to be very proud. The girls are so well looked after and you can see that. You've got repeat people coming back. They enjoy themselves, they're looked after. You know, Mike and Ashley and Denise have made me so welcome from the minute I arrived. It's been a busy schedule, but everything is so well timetabled. I'm just in absolute shock by the whole thing. I'm looking forward to coming back again, hopefully.
Yeah, we hope to get you back.
Yeah.
We'll put the good word in for you.
You
have
keep
to
it
bring
going.
Sharon back. Now, I want to talk to you about the part of the country because you and I have something in common. I spent 5 years in your part of the country, near Portlaoise. It used to be the town. But also I must mention, Portlaoise was famous years ago for having the prison, wasn't it?
We actually have 2 prisons.
Have you still got it?
We've got 2 prisons, yeah. 2, one high security and the Portlaoise prison.
It was used a lot though during the Troubles, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's one of them actually. Yeah, one of them is the IRA prisoners, ex-IRA prisoners, and that's the Portlaoise prison. And then you've got the Midlands prison, which is a high security prison.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know, but it's brought a lot of work,
A lot of business.
you know, and a lot of business for the town. So, you know, I suppose we're so used to it, it's second nature to us at home.
Oh yeah. It used to be when I went to school there that the big industry was Port Arlington Power Station. That was it.
Oh, wow.
That was what employed the people then.
Okay.
There wasn't much going on in Portlaoise. Portlaoise was always a decent business town now.
Yeah.
But on my old school, and it's changed a bit since I was there, hasn't it? The structure is still there.
Structure is still there, but it is now.
They've refurbished it.
They've refurbished it and it's spectacular. I think everybody needs to Google Ballyfin House
Yeah,
and
stay in it
have a
was.
look at it. You could stay in it, but it's
There was,
quite pricey, but it
when
is
I-
worth.
When I was there, I think we had, I don't know, it was about 500 students.
Yeah.
And now there was room. It was like an army barracks, you know, the dormitories. We had dormitories. It wasn't. Now it's changed. It's 14 suites, I believe.
Yeah, and it's I think it's 5-star, 6-star.
What is that?
I'm not quite sure.
Condé Nast rated it as the best hotel in Europe.
Really,
Yeah.
it is spectacular, and they open one day a year for the GAA club in
What do they?
Ballyfin, and they raise money for it. And Ballyfin House opens, and people do a 5 or 6K walk or run.
Mm-hmm.
So that was 2 weeks ago. So, but
So
it's,
that's what you and I have in common. One of these days, I think next year on our culinary tour, we're going to be close by. We're going to be in Kilkenny.
fabulous
in
spot.
September.
Yeah.
So I must take a run up to Ballyfin to there, even if I don't get in the gate.
Yeah, you can have a look around.
Maybe.
All roads lead to Laois, Jerry.
I know. That's
You
where
know?
my stepmother was from. She was from the parish of Ballyfin.
Yeah.
And I didn't go there because of that. Because when my father made up his mind to send us there,
Yeah.
he didn't know my stepmother at the time. So
Oh.
that came after.
So that's how the story came about.
Yeah.
So you'll have to come and visit us again.
Oh, I
then.
will, yeah. I'll come and see you in Portlaoise.
Do.
Yeah.
For the tea.
You got an office there?
I don't, but
Have the
I've
tea.
plenty of tea.
Okay.
And I've plenty of biscuits and scones.
Well, I gave up the drink years ago, so you get away cheap. But let's just get back to the Rose of Tralee. This talent that we see here in Cleveland
Yeah.
is similar though all over the branches all over the world, isn't it, with the Rose of Tralee? It's like they're all very, very accomplished women that
They are,
that are
yeah.
going on for the Rose of Tralee.
Tralee set a very high standard of the way their centres are run. And in the last 10 years, I suppose, I'm with the company about 13 years, women are just embracing everything. They're highly educated, well-rounded women. They have bright futures, and I think they have their parents to thank for that. You know, they've made them ambitious. They've made them all the things that, you know, to make them thrive as they get older. And the standard in Ohio was very, very high. You know, those girls could build a nation yesterday.
Build a rocket.
Yeah,
to the
and
moon.
it was an extremely hard judging process.
Look at God in there, as proud as punch.
Proud as punch.
Proud as call him some names. So how are you, Ashley? Great to have you back with us.
Thank you for having me, Jerry.
Yes, it's a great joy for you to come in here and visit with me. I always love it having you and Kyle.
It's always a pleasure.
Him to come in and talk about the 409 Chevrolet engines that he puts in the cars.
He knows a lot about engines. I'll
He
tell
sure
you
did.
that.
He sure does.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you do now. But I think, like all of us, we're probably impressed with the weekend.
It was an amazing weekend, Jerry, and the caliber of women that come out for the rows, as well as the community that gets together to support them. It's just a fantastic time, and there's so many different fun stories from the weekends, and just it's laughter, it's exciting, it's buzzing. Like this whole weekend just flies by.
Yeah, it did actually. You do it every year. You're very engaged in the Rose of Tralee ever since you got into it. You really got into it, haven't you?
Absolutely. It's something that when I became a part of from day one, just the way it expanded my relationships with people and, you know, my connection with the Irish community, I loved it. I wanted to be a part of it, and I wanted to stay a part of it. And just helping be a part of this opportunity for the new women that come and are a part of it is just something that's I'm very passionate about, because it's an amazing opportunity. It's life-changing. It's something that sticks with you, and it's just overall a great thing for the community.
How are your mom and dad doing?
Oh, they're
Great,
doing well.
great,
They're doing
great
well. I called them.
couple.
They're on their way to church this morning. I called them on the way here.
A lot of people don't know this, but your dad's a minister, isn't he?
He is. He is. Yeah.
Really nice man. Your mom is a school teacher.
She is. Yes. She teaches 4th and 5th grade.
You're not teaching now, are you?
No, I was teaching at Tralee in the summer and the fall, but I just started a full-time position there as the program coordinator for professional development and community education. So I
That's a
work over-
mouthful.
Yeah,
Don't
it's a
ask me
mouthful.
what-
But it's a lot of fun. It's great to be on the administrative side. A lot of stuff like I do with the Rose stuff, just coordinating everything. So a lot of great skills that I use in both ways. And just being a part of helping people with their futures, which I love.
The name is no longer Speaker. It's Buckle. She married a young fella, a great young man named Kyle Buckle, who has a great interest in car engines like I do myself. Of course, I don't bring the car engines into the basement and into the house. Kyle, how are you?
I'm doing very
Great
well,
to have you
Jerry.
with us.
It's great to be here. I have two things that I just need to correct you on real quick, not to be that guy, but Ashley, actually, she did retain her name, so she is very much a Buckle, and I am very much a Speaker.
Oh, okay.
So, she just wanted to put that out there. And I'll have you know that I have not had a car engine in the house, in the kitchen, in the basement for 2.5 years.
Oh my goodness, that's a record. When's it going to start again?
The space that would have been occupied by an engine has now been occupied by a small home operation of cider making.
Oh, very
So
nice.
I don't know that there will be any engines in the house anytime soon.
Very nice.
How about hard cider?
That's
Some
it's cider of the hard variety.
cider up.